Thanks for watching. This is James Robertson with WorkSpace Real Estate, and today we're going to talk about how Fortune 500 companies negotiate their leases, why they lease, and some tips and tricks you can learn to get the same effect. So when you look at major companies like Chevrons, the Exxons of the world here, they have a lot of lease space throughout the city. In Houston alone, Exxon accounted for a couple 100,000 square feet of space just in Greenspoint. They still have about 150 to 200,000 square feet in Greenspoint right now, even after they moved their corporate headquarters to the Woodlands. But here's what's important. Big companies have a process that they negotiate their leases. They always use brokers. They have a dedicated real estate department, but they use brokers even with a dedicated real estate department. And I believe it's for this reason. It's for the experience, the relationships between brokers. It's for that intimate knowledge of what deals are actually being done at. And I want to share a bit of that process with you. So first things that big companies do is they get a broker or professional to give them a complete layout of the land. They know demographic trends. They know where employees are going to be pulled from. They know where their customers are going to be pulled from. So they use the data that brokers have access to make sure that they pinpoint exactly all the areas that can be of an option to them. Secondly, they're going to make sure to use that anonymity, to use that broker to go out and kind of inquire about where could a good fit come from in the marketplace. And those brokers use those relationships to very quietly and methodically go through and find those opportunities. One of the biggest value adds that a Fortune 500 company does is they look at a lease negotiation from a strategic perspective. They have a negotiating strategy where they have the desired rent rate they want to achieve, how much free rent, if any, they want to get, all other concessions. They lay that out methodically, and that broker has a game plan. He knows what's most important to achieve. He knows what there's an option to concede if you have to. And because they methodically follow that process and they have that additional leverage of being so huge, these guys are getting massive, massive concessions compared to most people that are smaller tenants. Here's an example of the differences. A full floor tenant in many cases can get a half year or a year of free rent as a concession. They can get a rental rate that is substantially lower. You know, in retail, I don't even want to tell you the difference between what an HEB would pay compared to a nail salon. I mean, they're paying 25 to 30 cents on a dollar in some cases, and they're a huge tenant. Now, you're not going to be able to replicate that end result in many cases because of your size, but you can replicate the process, and that process should save you thousands of dollars. So I hope just getting a glimpse of what the corporations do, I hope that's helpful to you, and thank you for watching.